Yeah, Big almost playing against himself there, a bit too carried away with trying to farm some cash for the SMGs. They just assumed it'd be a full eco from Penta. They thought, okay, well, we'll rush down. That's the kind of old NIP sort of mentality. When you're on the CT side, you know you're up against full eco, for sure up against it. Just push down and try and shut the round down as quickly as possible. That's what Big were trying to do, but I don't think they anticipated the force buy in the second round. I don't think many teams would. It's a strategy that teams like Na'Vi use quite often. If you get a few kills, it comes down to 1v1 and the bomb gets planted, you have enough, like maybe a couple of AKs and UMPs. That's what they went for with Deagle as well. It was the Deagle that found the first frag and sticking together as a 5-man unit, trading all over the place. And Big could do nothing about it. They will be force buying in response, though. 2 UMPs, a scout. Legia seems to be buying that weapon more often than not. 2 AKs, 3 SMGs for Penta. This should be around going in their favor, but players like tabseN, he's always going to have something to say about that.
tabseN.
Oh dear.
That's his teammate.
Oh, you hate to see that.
Oh no. Can we get Legia's perspective on that? Because that was exceptional. A nade was about, apparently we can't, but a nade was about to hit him in the face and he just gets wrecked.
So was Legia trying to go for the wallbang or something like that?
I don't know. I think he must have just peeked out. He must have been jiggle peeking and then just smoked his teammate.
I thought, okay, where's that come from? Like someone wallbanged him? Was there nades coming in? I have no idea, but that was kind of special, and that's obviously going to be around for Penta. Legia with the scout finds the team kill, goes down straight after it as well. You hate to see it, but
you love to see it.
I do kind of love. Yeah,
though,
sometimes
yeah.
it is entertaining. It's quite rare to see that kind of play these days. But 5-1-3, Big will be saving their SMGs and the 5-7 as well. They've got head armor in one as well. They're definitely not going to win this round, even though they went for the retake. And you can see Penta exiting out of CT spawn. Just Crystal making sure no ninja possibilities are there. They don't want to go too much for a hunt. It looks like they want to keep up their AKs and UMPs here. I don't think they'll bait out another force buy, but just keeping their own economy healthy. It's not like it's going to be a massive issue going forward with the UMPs and the 5-7. So they will save those. 2-1, bit of a blunder from Big. The thing is in CSGO as well, you don't get punished as much as you used to for a team kill. Like back in 1.6 the source, it was like over $1,000 for a team kill. Now it's just like, I think 300.
I'm just seeing it on the YouTube replay. Oh, they were literally right beside each other. So tabseN took a shot when he thought he could see around the half wall and just smoked him.
There you go. So, tabseN and Legia, they'll be full eco. They're the banana players as well. If I'm the T side, I'm thinking, well, let's just go towards B again. That makes sense. That's where the team kills happens. We found those 2 frags. Obviously, caveat to that would be the CTs are expecting it and they send the guns there instead. But next, he's in the apartments. With another teammate as well, 3 towards B. Bomb's still down, and Penta not going super aggressive this round as we holding up and just feeling out the map and kind of getting some basic controls. Sunny could find some trouble here, though, on the other side of this door. Godby's at a nice little angle there, takes him down. Good work.
That was decent work. I like the design of that UMP that Sunny was holding. Didn't catch the name of it because, honestly, I didn't think to read it. Because I don't read. Because I can't.
What did you?
Because I'm illiterate. As tabseN realizes they're in the site but can't find the headshots he requires and desires. Go back up on top of the coffins to try and do so again, but still, he's the same problems. He's all around them, but not on them. It's Crystal that's going to take him down. Flashes came through to aid tabseN's efforts, but still that wasn't enough. Look at Godby go.
Oh, it's kind of sick from Godby. We were saying yesterday, you don't expect many frags from him in the big rounds, and he steps up when we cried there, actually getting the first kill in the bedroom area, coming in towards the B side, running through the smoke. They weren't expecting it. Still enough money for Penta to buy here. This is going to be a real close game. Lauren kind of suggested it could be a 3-map affair. I would say that's completely accurate. It's unclear who's going to win this one. It's always like a 16-14 scoreline when they play this map. All for Crystal, though. Same story for Kiev as we go into round number 5. Out of control coming in from the terrorist side. Good nade damage though from the CT. Look at HS going down to 49 HP. Crystal goes down to 76. That will slow them down at least. tabseN will be baited in by Legia. Legia's got the flashbang out as well. So going for that early frag. Flashbang comes in as well. 2 clean frags there for tabseN. Great work. 14 HP. He's trying to stay alive. That Molotov might find him. Actually, looks like he'll be fine. Doesn't quite reach. Extinguishes it with a smoke.
Zen could catch them off. Oh, he's a little slow. Could have easily taken them down on the site. Still manages to catch off tabseN.
That's a weird move.
And he's going to continue on inward, but does get shut down in the end by Legia. As Innocent is left alone in a 1 versus 4. Drops down inside of the pit. And that will be it. 55 seconds. They could hunt him down, but they've got the bomb, so they'll wait, babysit that. Better chance to save on T side when bomb not planted than there is for a CT.
Well, it's down to Tabson from that sandbags position. He finds 2 quick frags at the start. His teammate there, Legia, with the flashbang in hand as well. As soon as he finds contact, he throws the flashbang in, buys him some time, allows him to reposition. He gets those 2 frags, pretty much wins around there and then. It was weird that Tabson, after falling back on 14 HP to the bomb side, decides to jump across with a knife out with such low HP and basically gives him a free frag, but it didn't seem like it affected the overall outcome. Just maybe density economy slightly. Going forward into round number 6. Legia, the secondary AWPer, he joins in for that double AWP setup as well. Very prevalent in CSGO meta these days. It was GT that first started with this sort of idea, and a lot of teams picking up on it as well. FaZe exploring it. I think we saw over in, was it Katowice, where it all kind of almost, oh, Starladder, I think it was Starladder, where they won the grand final on this map, but it was not convincing the double AWP setup. Nico looking like he'd been better off with a rifle, but like we said, a lot of teams wanting this double AWP setup. It's going to be a 5-man play towards the B side from Penta here. 1 smoke, presumably going towards CT spawn. No chance of really getting anything done. As they go the first shot, gets a call for his teammates, good flashbangs, he's baiting in his rifle player, which will be Tabson.
Tabson is still alive, and whenever that is a factor, it's certainly menacing. Like, he is the one that's done better off in this particular round, though, and he's going to get Zen, who took down the aforementioned. With 4 kills, Legia holds off the B site, and big stay ahead, 4-2.
Yeah,
double up now too.
Yeah, scary thing is for Penta here, the big T side is very good, and yeah, double AWP setup for sure, still coming in. Looks like Kiev, okay, he'll still be on the primary AWP. Legia AWPs towards B. You have options when you're AWPing towards B. You can obviously get to that car position and have a solo player towards the B side of the map. That's great if you can get him established and use the smokes and the Molotovs as a start to stop the rush. I like this for Kiev though. Assertive play, smoke down towards middle, and Legia, unfortunately for him, we said that AWP setup shut down. He was at that car position, then finds him down to 5 and 4.
Kiev will rotate over, join or bypass Tabson rather to get the AWP position. He could have a shot if he'd gone aggressive early. They were still peeking out of the top of Banana, but they've since stopped doing so. Instead, it's over toward A. And they've got a bit of a crossfire set there as well, with both Graveyard and a player inside of pit.
4 and 4, Zen low HP, but for now, this situation does favor the T side. They're coming in towards a crossfire in the pit. It's up to next now to try and find a multiple frags. Not going to happen. Nice work by Penta overall to get full control of the A side. This retake should not be possible, especially with Kiev and the AWP. He probably just wants to save that money. It's decent, to be fair, with the CTs, but still very early days. They have the lead. It'll be 4-3 after this one. Don't want to give anything away for just the sake of it. The bomb's down on A, and you know he's going to be playing in pit, Graveyard, apartments, bomb site. You probably just want to be holding onto your weaponry here. So they find the secondary AWP as well. Tabson gets that, so they'll be able to save these weapons. As you can see, they'll be on first aid loss bonus, but we've got 4 players on around $5,000. Zen does find Tabson, though. Interesting. So only 1 AWP will be taken to the next round, and that's if it survives.
So, Kiev, unfortunately, remember Kiev used to play for Penta as well.
Yeah, that's right.
He was a star contributor for when they beat Virtus Pro the first time they got relegated.
How fitting is that?
Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, but now he's on big taking down, well, trying to take down Penta. They're going to go 4-3. He'll save the AWP. They've got money, I was going to say, for a second one if they want to go right back to it, and they will. They
will indeed. Wow, here we go. Double AWP set up. It was Kiev that tried to get aggressive towards second mid. Got nothing from it. His teammate Legia taken down at the top of Banana. Open up the floodgates, force the rotation from the A side of the map. At that point, overwhelmed. Next could not find the kills required. It's going to be Crystal looking towards middle. Could find a challenge here as well. It's Kiev at the top of middle. Doesn't fully commit. Just looks for anyone crossing over towards the underpass position. But for now, all bangs coming from Legia. Careful, Legia, do not blow your teammate's head off. Looks like it'll be fine, though. They're going to get inflict some early damage.
Flash out. Tabson should peek on that. Does, but gets wrecked. Up close.
What?
And he gets taken down again. Legia is the next in line. What a great shot.
There is save again here.
Good shot from Innocent to get down Gob B.
That's really nice. You see the way they both spot at the same time from the left and right side. But still, 3 on 2. It's Kiev and Nex finding something to work with here. And round number 8, 1 player on either side of the map. It comes down to Kiev and his AWP. I don't think he knows he's got a player behind him. That's Zen. Probably switch over to him and watch him find the kill on Kiev. There it is. takes him down.
Next, yeah, Next gonna have nothing to say in this. In fact, I think he's just because they brought back in with a double up setup. So yeah, they're pretty much fully invested. They'll get a second round loss bonus, take one on the chin, and then be back in it right after.
Yeah, Next might save the M4A1S here, but what's his position right now? He's in CT spawn. Yeah, it looks like he will. Trying to limit the terrorist contact. They're going for a double up setup on the T side. Is that wise, guys? No, Crystal decides better over that looks.
It's quite the good round from HS. He's a player I know nothing about.
So
Estonian.
Yeah, he used to play in these UK tournaments all the time. When Alex and I were casting when we first started, like he was always at these UK events, and there was a team called United Estonia, and they were always like super skilled players, and they'd win the UK events. Obviously, that goes without saying. UK guys couldn't really get to toe to them, but
Glad you admit it.
he was like a super skilled player, though, winning loads of clutches, and I was never heard from him apart from those UK events. And I thought it seems kind of a shame how good he is, and he's not really recognised as a decent player, but managing to show up in these sort of games, it seems like the perfect little team for him. 4-4, Penta with 2 rounds in a row. Keeve has brought out Zeus. We've got Godby on a UMP. So, like you said, the second stage loss bonus means they get 19 on top of what they already have. HS with the Mac 10 this time, so story was stunning as well. Looks like it'll be a clean sweep for Penta, if I'm honest, but maybe they can do some damage here with the CZ in the hand of Nex. He's bought head armor.
SpongeBob SquarePants. Keeve tries to do a dance. Patrick's dead. I don't even watch that show, and I know the character's name. That's pretty good.
Patrick and SpongeBob, yeah.
You can be my Patrick, and I'll be your SpongeBob, because there's a reason my pants are square.
Oh, I live under a rock. It's fine.
Fair enough. You actually already do, so that's fitting.
Yeah.
And there's a reason I live under a pineapple.
He lives in a pineapple.
He lives in a pineapple under the sea, right? Yeah. Sorry.
Patrick's a starfish. He lives under a rock.
Someone's telling me, oh, Christian, Keeve never played for Penta. I thought he did. I thought he played last year. Well, sorry, Christian. I'm going to write back, I'm sorry. Where is my Jaeger? Spelled that wrong, but that's all right.
He knows what you mean. Godby finding another kill here. Second of the round. That's going to be some decent money farm. 1,200 in total. It should help him out. He actually went a little bit more all-in than his teammates into this one. He has different armor and the UMP as well. The UMP cost 1,200, so at least paid that off and managed to keep his armor. So that's actually a pretty decent round for him. Then it's the money of Penta going forward. 5-4 now after 3 rounds in a row for the T side. You can see Keeve back on the AWP. Godby will stick on his SMG. Same story. Okay, I was going to say next. Thinking about taking a Mac 10 and a gun round, just probably not the wisest of ideas. He upgrades to the M4. It's a full gun round once again. Does Keeve go aggressive once more? We'll see, as he's at the top middle for now. Looking to find a kill on T-steps. Takes a nade. Quite a bit of damage. Crystal, nice shot. It's interesting to see him actually getting that underpass position and stepping up to find the first kill. Another 5-on-4 in favor of Penta. What's the reaction? We can see on the minimap right now. Legia and Tapsin trying to get something going towards the banana side of the map, trying to get some damage there through the smoke. The grenade looks decent. Takes Zen down to 60 HP. For now, Penta can bide their time. Still 1 minute 20 on the clock. Don't have to give too much away. Bait out the CT utility. Show some signs and presence towards one part of the map and see whether you can get any tells from the CT side.
Crossfire set inside of the site with both Godby and Nex. They'll be able to watch both quad side and at library, which means they give up arch, and that means there's potential as well to wrap through CT. So they're giving up a lot of space, to be completely honest, having gone down a man early. He's going to play to get off the Molotov, but Innocent takes Godby. Next responds. They know exactly where he is. He's going to drop down. He needs to here. He won't get it. That should be the round.
That will be the round. This is Penta's map pick, just to remind you. That's why Big are on the CT side. Penta. From what I've seen, I think that they're more skilled lineup in terms of like all-star, like aimers and stuff like that. Obviously, Big have Tabson, but Keeve is decent as well, I think. And Nex doesn't seem to be the player he used to be. Like we see some good moments from him, like yesterday, but he's not. I would have thought at this level he would be like dominating on the server, but he does okay. He's bottom right now. He's 4 for 5. As round number 10 concludes, it could be Penta picking up 4 rounds in a row here. Matt, 2 guns saved, 4 Big. It's Tabson and the gear, turtling up in the ruins area, trying to stay alive desperately. There will be a 4-stage loss bonus after this. So that's going to be $2,100 on top of that. So they can drop UMPs, maybe 1 in 4 for Legia, since he's got 5k. You might want to buy an orb, all things considered. But they still have enough to buy here. Penta, though, looking like the more dominant team. It's still a seedy-sided map, in my opinion. Still quite early days. but I think with the double orb idea we have right now on the CT side, it seems very difficult to shut that down.
It's Legia that's going to push out. Go fast and aggressive with his AWP toward Banana. He used to play forward of the barrels. Had a chance, flashed off. Crystal jumps across. He's not going to take the bait. Instead, he opens his angle, hoping that he'll go back the other direction. Flash up, sees it, reads it, gets back in, and this is a duel that Crystal will win.
Yeah, once again, Crystal finding that first pick. He did it in the previous round as well, took down Kiev. This time it's Legia. And another one as well. Okay, keep going, Crystal. I like that.
Giving themselves up. This is be open. One rotation from Tabson.
Sometimes
can be enough.
Yeah, Tabson, I guess he is the monster of Big. Let's see whether he can do anything about this. He'll be waiting there by himself. 3 players not committing just yet. He goes towards the Coffins area. He needs to be finding practice. Smoked off, though. That's a bit of a nuisance. Pushing through it. Can't find the shot, though. HS almost predicting that. It's a 5-on-2. Another safe situation for Big overall. Next, and got B. I have no idea if they'll go for this one. Looks like they're flirting with the idea, at least. Got B in towards Ruins. Next, will be boosted up, but the T side will. And that could spell early death. There it is for Next. Taken down by Zen. That's the round concluded. We do have Gobby in the Ruins still. If he can deny something here, get 2 kills at UMP, at least that's money in the bag. I don't think much will come of this. What about Crystal, though, opening things up quite easily.
Well done, Gobby, at least to get one more, get some money, but he'll go down. Penta in control.
I think a pause is required.
So the lineup that they beat Virtus Pro was Crystal, Tossin, Mike S, Tabson, and Lowell.
Okay.
Because Lowell started on Penta before he went to Mouse Sports.
Oh, right. Well, there you go. Interesting.
The more you know.
Julies are out once again. We saw it yesterday, Matt. So Kiev likes the Julies.
I like the dualies.
I think Get Right's the only player that buys them.
Yeah, the Swedish dual. No, Happy used to do it. Or Happy or MBK.
Okay.
Maybe it was MBK.
I think MBK sounds about right.
Yeah, the French dualies and the Swedish dualies. It's been a while, though, to be fair. I think Get Right does it more consistently. But why not? They're awesome, Henry. Imagine having a gun in either hand.
2 guns, twice the firepower.
That's right. I completely agree. Do you remember in Halo 2 when they added dual wielding? How sick was that?
Never played Halo.
Well, you missed out on a great story and a hot little AI robot.
Wow, now I'm interested.
That's what I thought. Sonny's going to throw a nade, bounce it off, cover off in front of the graveyard. They won't be able to rotate back out in front of the box. This means they have to look inside the site. Tabson, though.
There he is.
Come on, lads. I've got guns for you. Well, he's got Banana covered off. They've still got pistols over on A, so Tabson's going to have to act quick. He can't just rest on his laurels inside of Banana. Push down, perhaps, and pincer them off as Legia wants to play inside of the smoke. He's got to be careful that they go wide. Crystal wins the duel, pistol versus pistol, as it were. Brings it back to 2v2. Good timing. Kiev uses sound to his advantage, and it's Crystal up against 2 AKs now. They both have armor. Kiev without the head armor, but that's fine. Or is it? Because he's getting shot down with a pistol, but Kiev's going to win it in the end.
Well, Tabson, 2 big kills at the PT-50. He seems so good with that weapon. He doesn't. It's rare that he buys anything but the PT-50 because he delivers these kind of plays all the time. They were 100 HP as well, Matt. Close range, takes them down, finds the guns, and Big, after losing 5 rounds in a row, close the gap slightly here. 7-5, and they got a full buy going forward. Same story for Penta, of course, as well, after winning that many rounds in a row. It's going to be Kiev once again on the AWP. Not so aggressive this time. Maybe a bit rattled after Crystal finding him 2 or 3 times in a row there. Good grenades towards bottom banana. Once again, Zen down to 60 HP. So it was B at the start just to deploy the smoke and then fall back. Smoke in the apartments area. Default round for now. Gobby spots 1 jumping across. That was innocent. Tags him up slightly, 25 HP. But for now, try and gain some map control. We can see Tabson once again at that sandbag position, Matt. He's so deadly here.
He's very deadly here.
Legia just has...
Very deadly here, Henry. I think that's a better way of putting it. Ooh, okay. Little luck shot. Molotov that lands on top of the barrels and deploys behind them. It's Tabson that's close. Wants to swing out. Manages at least 1 kill on Zen. HS goes down afterward, and Tabson, you said it, he's very lethal.
Oh, he does it every time in that position, you'd think, but everyone would be like maybe molotoving their sandbags and maybe flashing him in, but they walk up, get spotted, and kind of panic once they know he's on the other side. They try to group up and take him together, but he finds 3 kills. Great positioning and just great spray control as well. Looking very confident in his ability. 3 kills, all going in favor of Tabsin. It's a 2-on-4 now against the T side here. 25 seconds remaining. Godby finds Sunny.
It's going to be another round, though. This could go 7-6. Still in favor of Penta, obviously. As Tabsin will put Innocent down with 4 kills in the round. And how high is he in the score total tonight? We've got to keep an eye on that.
12 at the moment. They had a rough kind of mid-round, mid-stage to the first half, losing 5 in a row. But he's certainly getting into it now, from what we can see. Had a crazy performance in Overpass yesterday. Would he have like 27 frags after the first half or something? It was pretty mind-blowing to watch. But here we go then, round number 14. Still a buy available on either side, of course. Keeve this time still as aggressive as he once was. He'll just be holding towards the top of the middle. Smoke out, tabs in low, firing on all cylinders. Wants to try and inflict damage at the start of the round. Another default from Penta. So things right down. Decent nade at the top of Banana. So the gear seems to get tagged at the most in this setup. Tabs in though, still on 100 HP.
HS is trying to figure out the best way to approach the situation inside of Banana. I think he's realized with nades going down toward him, there wasn't really much of one. And Tabsin pops out to take down Crystal. I wouldn't want to take that fight right now.
True.
I'll go to A. Someone else go play against Tabsin.
Yeah, he's finding kills every single round. That's the AWPer going down as well. Crystal finds his death at the hands of Tabsin there. 5-4 though. Let's see whether Penta can get back into this round. It's a little lackluster for the last few. Tabsin coming to life. It's going to be a smoking towards Banana. The bomb's still down at T-steps though. This won't be a full commitment. It's Godby to find the second frag. And looks like the momentum has shifted. Money not in a great position for Penta as well. Lose this round. They won't have enough to actually get AKs into the final round of the first half. As Tabsin find another headshot. HS doing what he can, but it looks like this round's over. Just Sunny available now, and he's in towards the apartments. Bomb down at T-steps, like I said. He wouldn't even have time to run back and get that. So that round's over. Money's actually better than I thought it would be. I guess they're on third stage lost bonus on the T side, so they can get UMPs and AKs. Maybe a couple of those on Deagle, I'm not sure. But here comes the final bite. 7-7, big looking to win this first half. And that T side has been known to be very good. 14 kills for Tabsin, Godby on 10. On the other side as well, Zen leading the way for Penta and HS on 10 kills.
Jump up Innocent. Innocently toward the bedroom window. I never go innocently toward any bedroom.
No?
No, I certainly don't. Smoke down. We'll cover off the stairwell. Godby sits to watch him wait at the hallway. Need down the hallway and a flashbang to follow. They'll back away immediately. Meanwhile, sitting back is Godby's chest. It's Godby that's done well in this situation.
Yeah.
He's looking better today. Next, he'll take out Zen. And all things point to another blue victory.
Yeah, absolutely. This has been quite a back and forth first half. It looked like in the early stages, it was big running away with it. Mid-stage, Penta found 5 rounds in a row. And now towards the end, it's going to be big. Actually winning the half, suddenly in a 5 versus 1, can't do anything about it. Tabsin really turned it on towards the end there. He was pivotal in giving them a success, and they will be winning the half 8-7 indeed. We'll take a quick break and see what the second half delivers here on D Inferno.
Well, things looked up and then down and then big and then small, and in the end they end minuscule. A minuscule difference of 8 to 7, but it does go to the big side.
It does indeed. It's a CD-sided map, so I think both teams will be relatively happy. That comes down to a very important pistol here. If you're just joining us, where have you been? This is the final match of the season. It's going to be who's deciding who makes it into the Pro League, going forward into, I think we start in, what, September or something like that, into the next season of the Pro League. And it's quite a big deal for both of these sides, both playing the Mountain Dew this time, and filled on plenty of players on the server that played in Pro League plenty of times before in previous lineups. It's a best of 3, the first map right now. And at this second, it's going to be big with that 8-7 lead. Switch things over. We'll get big on the T side, and they're known for being a very tactical team. Now, we said that could be a problem, though, against Penta, because they're known to be very aggressive, have a lack of respect for their opposition on the CT side. And whether Big were prepared for that, I'm not so sure, but they'll stick to their guns and try and play their usual game. They've played this map a lot of times, so we'll see what happens as we'll get into the second half momentarily. Like we said, the pistol, always a big deal in these sort of games.
No denying that.
Let's have a look at the buy, shall we? I'm expecting something quite technical.
Yeah, I guess we could if you want to, Henry.
2 smokes, 2 flashbangs, 3 flashbangs, decoys. No Superman purchases yet, but that suggests to me a B-side attack with smoke towards coffins, smoke towards spawn, but I think it'd probably be a bit more complicated than that. Godby loves a fake.
Loves a good fake, that one.
He does.
I hate fakes.
So do go towards B. Surely it won't be this simple.
I mean, it's tough to call, right?
It would make sense with the buy.
Wouldn't it be nice if Godby just transcended into this next level play?
Is this the smoke that goes in front of the bomb site? I'm not familiar with this one.
I think it is. Trajectory would be right around the stairs.
Yeah,
water
so
side.
he's going to go through CT spawn with his teammates, I think.
Well, they've got 2 there. So if he thinks that play is going to work, they've got problems. But the flash makes it better.
Look how cool
Second deep smoke. They looked right at it, but looked away. Innocent walked back in and managed to get at least 1 kill. Like he is able to turn back around and cover off HS. That's going to be next to take down Crystal. There you go.
Yeah, that pistol was so sick. Let's just talk about that. They throw a smoke deep in CT spawn that lands like by the speedway area as well. That denies any vision from rotating CT players. Then one in front of the bomb site itself as well. Flashbangs over, isolate the players in CT spawn as well. Just, I think they're all pretty flash used towards that area. And then they've got a tunnel making their way towards the ruins area. Finding every single kill, the CTs rotating in, like we said, that smoke denying them so much vision for so long. And it's going to be big finding the second half pistol here. HE grenades for a lot of the CT players. Haven't used them just yet. Waiting for a final commitment. HS finds himself at the old bench position he used to have.
The old bench.
Oh, we've got players in T-spawn. Have we got a technical issue? Please no.
I would say yes, because it's not like Godby would be sitting there trying to do a tactical call while they just won the previous round. So they're going to medic it. It's going to stay on the same server, Henry.
Okay.
And you and I have 2 minutes to chat.
Okay, 2 minutes. Well, so far, I was very impressed with that pistol strategy. Like we said, I didn't think it would be as simple as just a smoke in coffins and straight to CT spawn. Do you know what's rare? Because we don't really see those kind of tactics in the higher level of Counter-Strike because they simply don't really have time to kind of innovate and bring the new stuff to the table. Like they're constantly at tournaments traveling or just getting the online officials out the way. So you've seen very standard stuff on them. They rely on obviously the individual skill of their players. And you're seeing teams like Big who get to practice a lot more. They probably have maybe one event every, let's say every 2 months. Would that be fair?
Month and a half,
Month and a half, yeah. So they have
maybe
a lot more
2
time
months.
to kind of grind out strategies. We've got a player like Godby who's looking to find all these cool new ideas, and it's quite beautiful to watch how he kind of brings it all together. Like the flashbangs are so on point. They are set pieces, essentially. That's why you want to be, as a team like Penta, you want to be pushing down towards positions like Banana and denying them those first kills. If you allow them to get the full map control like they want, like they get towards 5 players towards top of B, that's when you've got a problem. That's when their full executes come in. I think you want to be challenging at the start. It's get that first kill and deny the tactic, at least, they had in mind. If you can just bring it up to a 4-on-4, even if it's a trade, they can't do the full execution. So that was a problem. We are hoping Penta were going to fix that and to actually shut that down.
I have a feeling they will. I think there'll be a lot of Banana contest.
Yeah?
Contesting of Banana. I still like that Valve servers default when you restart to Dust.
Dust 1, yeah.
Dust 1. Have you seen Dust 1 before?
Have I seen it?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Well, they changed it for CSGO. I assume you know all the different patterns. It's completely competitively viable.
They've
and
got like
they're
the
bringing it
underpass
back.
has like a steps area.
Yeah, that's all it changes. It's not much.
Yeah.
Not much at all. Shall we bring in our lovely, what do we call them, sideshow? That might be too much of a compliment.
Let's throw it over, shall we?
Yeah, let's give it to them. Ready? Go.
You intercepted that.
Yeah. And we're a freak show, not a side show. Get it right.
Good stuff.
Well, I mean, we've done a really good job filling all week. I feel. These scenarios, we've been really
the highest
killer.
quality content.
Yeah, absolutely. So, what have we seen so far, guys?
Great question there, Jason. I think it's been relatively competitive, like very back and forth. There was a round I wanted to highlight. Lauren and I had a good chuckle about this one. Round 4.
Ooh.
Go back, watch the demo.
Deadliest of all rounds.
Rewind on YouTube. 8 kills were made in that round. 7 of which were made with UMPs. 7 out of 8 frags in a round were by UMPs.
Good stuff, huh?
That's not bad. Well, was that? Did they do a third round buy? I can't recall.
It was they won pistol, got ecoed. Then they won the Penta won the round after that, and then they won that round back. So they obviously had a low buy with UMPs, right? So both teams had a lot of UMPs going into that one. It's just crazy now that we are basically seeing a full UMP round. Isn't that insane?
The low econ meta.
Yeah, and well, that P250 again with Tabson. He was able to get a rifle from it, and then kind of they spiraled back into the game. Again, on Inferno, on Banana, and he's apparently just a god with P250s.
I don't like what I'm seeing here at all. It'll be another long segment of filling. Strap yourself in.
Match medic.
We exhausted all the good material last night as well.
You know, we can just go back to that lovely AMA. Now, there may be new questions coming in.
Yeah, fresh crowd.
Yeah, hope, pray.
Maybe.
Pray they have something.
It's afternoon, so it's going to be a whole,
it's early.
whole new quality of people are going to be watching.
Let's try and exhaust talking about the game before we get into the AMA questions. Whack it up.
Yeah.
So this is the UMP round that we had. Just while we can talk over this, it's just about how powerful the UMP is, right? So
look at the comparison.
The fact that we have that many UMP frags with only 5 UMPs on the board is insane, right? And big win this round. So someone goes ham. But just to talk about this, the way that Tabson was playing Banana relatively, not disrespectful, but the fact he's happy just to flash and take jewels is so cool to see. Like, he's not letting you have a comfort zone. And that's kind of what I was talking about with Penta. They do the same thing. They don't let you get comfortable. You take territory, but hey, we're going to flash, we're going to pick, we're going to fight. There's one. Let's count them in. Let's do blue. We're going to get to 7.
I thought we were going to get to 8.
No, but the 8th frag is with a P2K.
Oh, that's a bummer.
Well, it's like not actually the
8
8th
frags
frag.
were made in the round. 7
8 frags total in the round, 7 with UMPs.
Yep.
That pistol round as well that we just saw coming out from Big was really cool with those 2 smokes. The deep CT one forced that fight. I think it's good because you close down the territory with the Glocks and give yourself a better chance to fight. So here we go. Yeah, look at them all.
Look at them all.
Look at them all.
Just coming in.
There it is.
So now they win a 2-on-3 situation with UMPs. There's one.
Look how much he's moving as well.
Yeah, look at him.
He's
mobile.
He's mobile.
Yeah.
He's on the
coming
move.
in thick and fast. I believe that's the pansy.
As everyone loves, thick and fast, Jason.
You say during broadcast.
Hot minutes.
When we cast.
Chip damage. Server conditions. Get them all out there.
Casters, stop, yell.
Analysts, stop talk.
Yeah.
All right, now we can move on to our amazing
is it
fill.
just going to spiral?
Yeah, let's spiral right now.
Because the things I'd love to see, like, I guess almost the other way around to see like the side we're coming into now, because I think that was more of a precursor to what we were like expecting to see, like if there was going to be a bit of a shutdown coming through, if the T side was going to be an issue coming in for Big, and then the aggression kind of play into that hard counter as such that works with Penta. It'd been kind of nice to see that, because I think it kind of maybe given us more to go off, because that was just like, it felt like a bit of a brute force match, you know what I mean? But both teams just kind of going right back into it. It was quite a hard one to call. But
isn't it a better CT half than I think they got against Virtus Pro from Big? Like,
I can't recall.
It was obviously like very close to that number because it's in the middle ground. But I thought it was maybe I was more inspired by the way they played that one. So I said this the other day, and if you're a B holder on this map, look at the way that Tabson and Legia play the B bomb site, especially when they get a frag and they know that a banana execute's happening. The way that they transition and the positions they play, I think, are really cool because they're not just in the choke point. I remember in Source days, you used to just hold the entrance. Same as the old Inferno, it's just constantly just fighting in that entrance. Now it's much wider. You have to actually play in the site, which is cool. Much more like 1.6. So I like that.
Did you came from 1.6, right?
Yeah. So
you're one of the few who's probably played all 3 games professionally because you played. In
I didn't really get to play 1.6 professionally, right? Because I was so young when I started it, and then I got to play at like national tournaments within Australia. I never got to play international 1.6, which is kind of sad. And then CGS rolled around, and I wasn't in the best Western Australian team, the best Perth team, which had like Sniper and Ferg and guys like that in it. And I just thought, well, hey, I may as well play Source. So I went to it was technically my second ever Source event. The first one was when Source came out in 2015. But I went to that event. I didn't even know that it was the draft for the CGS. I just knew that I was better than a lot of players there and just yelled like an idiot. And
they liked it.
And yeah, Rax, the GM, thought I was good for TV. And
look at you now. You're back. It comes full circle, Chad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good stuff.
Spotted you out early on.
Yeah, I missed
a
1.6.
youngster taking you into the cave.
What was your favorite? What was your favorite CGS walkout with the team announcements?
So we did
one
one of them.
Has a sick one.
The first one,
like leapfrogs over something.
So I got because I was only in the second season. I wasn't in the first season. I wasn't old enough. With the second season, to introduce me, because I was the new player. I was replacing one player to come out. The four of them, they're all much bigger than me. They're Booms are Top Gun tags. I don't know if you know these guys, but they're huge dudes compared to me. I was a little 18-year-old. And I came out with a sponge that you used to wash cars, and pushed through the wall and had the sponge and ripped the sponge.
Is that real?
Yeah.
We need to find that.
Proof of this?
That was in the first game. I'm not sure if it's that was versus Wuhan Dragon in the Asia final, which was actually in America. But the one that we did against Fifi's team when we beat those noobs was because Top Gun has his alias tattooed here. So we all wrote in pen our aliases and came out.
You've got great handwriting too, so that would have looked very
sensational.
Good. Very good.
Yeah, good one. I'm trying to help the Phil here. You just make a joke of me. That's great. You know, I'm
it
trying
is a little unbelievable.
Chad,
thanks for the bullying, Lauren.
So basically, what you've done is for both of your intros is just do something related to your name. You had a physical sponge, and then you just wrote sponge on your arm.
Yeah, but we all did. Everyone did in the second one.
Okay.
Yeah. So questions, send them through. Tweet at us at Sponge at
They Call Me Pansy.
They Call Me Pansy at On Fire Moses.
Please help
Ask
us.
some questions. I assume that we're going to have to fill for some time.
Yeah, match medics are a great bit of fun.
No, I think we should be all right just because if the issues that happened yesterday was that they had to redo them all manually, there's only been, what, one round in the second half?
Can I? Well, so we come into some issues, Jason. We come into some issues because it doesn't really matter how many rounds there are. They need to go back. They need to get the log files. They need to find out who killed who in what order and that kind of stuff. And it's still a long process.
Okay.
So I would say we have at least 10 minutes.
Oh.
If you want to go right now, I would maybe go get some popcorn.
Cup of tea.
Yep.
Ooh.
Get it going.
I really like popcorn.
We saw that bungee jump video where the guy dips the biscuit in tea.
Yeah. Dink in the bicky.
Yeah.
Is
that what it's? Is that the technical terminology?
We don't call it. We just. Yeah. I don't. We don't use dinking the bicky.
You don't dink?
No.
What do you call it?
I'm not sure.
Dip.
Not
dunk.
really. Yeah.
Dip dunk.
Yeah. Those are probably better terms.
Yeah.
All right, hold on.
No, but the worst thing though is when you kind of lose your biscuit as well. You leave it in there too long and it just falls off. You have to kind of drink through it.
And it's not even a treat at the end. It's just like it's like old people food.
When I had cookies and milk when I was younger.
Cookies and milk.
Cookies and milk.
Oh, that's adorable.
It's delicious.
Okay.
There was always the two camps of what was the better cookie to dip in milk, and it was either the Oreo or the Chips Ahoy.
I don't even know what a Chips Ahoy
I know,
is.
I know what they are.
And I like the Chips Ahoy better because when you put them in milk, it floats. But as soon as it gets enough milk to submerge underneath, that's when you know it's ready. As soon as it starts disappearing, pull it out and it's perfect.
They
have the timing built into the cookie. It's great.
Weren't the Chips Ahoy quite chewy?
You could do chewy ones that came later, but the original ones were crispy. I guess.
No, I'm with you. Yeah, I'm with you. Because in the States, the closest thing I had to the casino that I was living out of was a convenience store on the corner.
Chewy Chips Ahoy.
With a lot of homeless people and drunk people. And Vegas is a really good time, guys. So
head out there.
Well, I'm falling into a pit of depression right now.
I was going to say, this got real dark.
Yeah.
Let me ninja rope out of this one.
Oh, yeah, we could bring that up. That one just went well.
How'd that happen?
Oh, nice, Jason. That's pretty cool. All right, any questions? Come on, people.
If you had to play one game except CS for the rest of your life, which would it be?
Does it have to be a computer game?
Let's put it into a PC gaming environment, right? That's something.
PC gaming.
Yeah.
Politically correct. All right, so
that's
tough.
Maybe Sims. Is that game PC?
Sims, yeah. Just so you can just chill out, create stuff.
No, I was joking there.
It's not a bad idea though. I guess it's kind of like infinite, right? You can keep going. It's not a bad plan.
Yeah,
it can't be Counter-Strike.
I haven't played any game of Counter-Strike really in a long time.
Any other game than Counter-Strike?
Yeah, any other game of Counter-Strike in 5 years.
Well, you got to find one now.
Yeah, no, I'm more into Counter-Strike than any other game.
But you can't play it.
I guess
you
it
wouldn't
would
play any games.
You just wouldn't play.
No.
Purist.
Yeah.
That's it.
I don't even have a computer. I don't have a home. I don't have a bed.
You're going to be that guy at
I'm
the convenience
transient.
store.
Yeah, I'm no
Yeah, you're going to be the guy that's
Once I was in
the homeless
that
drunk
casino.
guy with the Chips Ahoys.
I gave 10 euros to a homeless guy the other day at the airport, or on the way to the airport.
Nice.
Yeah.
What do you think he bought with that $10?
Booze.
I hope.
Drugs.
No, Lauren.
Booze.
He's probably gone. He's got a nice meal. He's bought some toiletries that he might need to freshen himself up with.
Oh, dear.
Obviously. I think I would. It would have to be something like.
Yeah.
Hideout Parry.
Actually, I think I might do like a Dota.
Yeah?
Because I really like the
can-
original Dota, and I just haven't had the time to like spend like learning the new items and the new heroes and everything like that.
Yep.
That's why I play League of Legends, because it's just brainless. So you can just turn your brain off and
Shout
play
out
the
to you,
game.
right? I've got a nice umbrella over there. Actually.
But I think I would switch to Dota if I had all the time in the world and couldn't play Counter-Strike ever again.
So I don't want like Quake or something. You know what I mean? Like
Quake would be cool.
Quite
Quake's a good shout.
you can do like defrag stuff. So you can
The
just
new
fly
one
around the
or
map.
the original?
I'd go for like.
Because that would also assume that there's a large player base still playing the original.
Yeah, I guess it'd have to be the new one. But then again, some of the champions still have like the movement that I enjoy, so that'd be there. Wouldn't be
Good
too
point.
bad. Oh, nice.
Ooh.
1 minute, so time for one last question.
That's sweet. I have a couple of good ones that I can answer quickly. Someone says
go,
favorite
go.
headphones for music and/or games. My Sennheiser in-ears
Bose
that I lost.
QC35s.
I lost a Sennheiser if you're watching.
Sennheiser
Bose
Renee.
QC35 noise canceling have saved my life so many times on all the travels that we've done.
That's fair.
It's incredible.
Yep.
Haven't actually used them to play games though, so I guess I eliminated half that
Yeah.
equation. Either way, we're being told that we are going to be going back to live, so this epic AMA has ended, and we're going to send it back over to Matt and Henry.
Thanks very much, guys. Yes, we are ready to get back into it. It's Penta Big, and we are at a 9-7 scoreline. Big with a very cool pistol round. They used it against Virtus Pro. They've used it again now.
Yeah, it was really cool to watch. It actually worked perfectly as well. Shutting down the two players in CT Spawn. Great flashbangs utilized. 9-7. And I'm assuming we will be into this one momentarily. That was the pistol we just watched. And you can assume that Penta will be forced by into the second round. Probably all in with the 5-7 CZs. Maybe a scout if they feel like it.
If they feel like it.
But now Big. After that pistol start as well. They are very good on the T side, but we did say it just before we threw it over the desk. Need to be careful of Penta's aggression and make sure they don't allow themselves to lose a player at the start. They do like to have 5 players alive with all their grenades. They opt for banana control mostly. They have got some very good executes, lots of fakes as well. And I'm hoping to see some of it as well. It's quite beautiful to watch when it goes to plan, like throwing, I think, is their main player throwing in like necks in towards the B side when they've done the execute once there, maybe twice, and then they throw him in by himself and they go back toward the A side. It's quite cool to watch all the rotation. The Virtus Pro couldn't handle it really. It was kind of weird to watch a team that's ranked in the top 5 in the world to get completely blown out the water by the strategies of a team.
I think that ranking's going to have to fall soon.
Yeah.
I think that it has to. I know there's less weight on the online aspect of the rankings, but that's a two-way street, I'm afraid.
Well, the restart comes in, and we'll see whether the medic was successful. Match is now live, it says. So I think we're okay. We're good. You can see the match medic reporting. It's Big 9, Penta 7. Guns are out. And do we have a force buyer from Penta? We have HE grenades, so no, they're not going to go all in. They get some upgraded pistols. Zen and Sunny with armor and pushing down towards T-steps. The nades are thrown in. Not doing any massive amounts of damage. He'll be next to find the first kill. Trying to find a second as well. We'll be taking down as key first. And CT side doing a reasonable job here. They've got a couple of kills, but looks like the round will be going in favor of the T side unless someone goes absolutely wild here. HS gets taken by Got B. And it's be Innocent now. Spotted. Now be the bomb. Surely going towards A as quick as they want.
Innocent's going to try and do the same. Unfortunately, it's not as quick as he wants. As quick as he dare. Legia's already in position at the new dildo. There's none over. Oh, do it. Yep. Slice, slice.
Worth it.
It's been nice. Yeah, the new statue inside spawn. That's the new dildo. They took out the one toward pit.
Okay.
Yeah, we have to have a dildo on the map. It's a rule.
Well, it's going to be Big with an extra cash injection there. 10-7, negating the semi-force buy of Penta overall. Then with some HE grenades and deagles, a couple of players of armor. Getting knifed brings all the cash towards the Big side. Kakafu, he's the coach of Big, I believe. Don't know a lot about him, but I know he's the coach. And it it will be now a full eco for the CT side. 5.7s, P250s. They have got a flash to work on as well. Presumably, as soon as the smoke comes in, they'll try and strike against the flashbang. It's not going to work out too well. 3 frags coming in favor of the CT side. It's going to be Innocent there. Dropped as well. 4-on-1 for Crystal. Who's on the right side of the map?
What's his play? Maybe get one more kill on Tabson. Not to be. That's going to go 11 now for Big. They're doing everything right to try and take this first map.
Yeah, this was their pick.
Naturally, they were very good.
Oh, no, sorry. It was Penta's pick, actually. Take that back. It was because Big started on the CT side. It was actually Penta's pick. So this would be great for Big to pick this up.
Yep, you're right. Penta removed Cash. No, Big removed Train. Mirage was left over. Hang on. Penta pick Inferno. Big picked Cobblestone. Yes, that's correct.
Ooh, so this could be a 2-0. We'll see. Well, obviously, very early days. Getting a bit ahead of myself. But here we go.
Calm down.
Orb for Kiev, and you can see how limited the CT side are. A couple of kits there. Zen down to just a UMP. No Orb for Crystal. He'll be in the apartments area, HE in hand. And this is what we talked about. They can't allow Big to have full map control. They're looking quite passive at the moment. Some damage being inflicted at the start there. Crystal goes down to 82, but I thought he's going to find that frag in return. Can't do it. Hits the gear, but it's going to be another 5-on-4. And Big now, this is where they'll capitalize. This is where they'll find great room to work with here. Wait for the reactions of the CT. It's going to be Tabs in there shortly. Going to find this frag. He's known for it. Can't do it. 4-on-4. Good HE as well. Should take down Legia. Ooh. Somehow it doesn't.
Not quite, yeah. Didn't quite get far enough down the stairs, I don't think. So therefore, Legia stays alive on 16. It's got B that gets inside of the boiler position. And we'll have to stay stationary for a moment longer because this is actually interesting, though. HS was getting around behind them. I was going to say his team was just about to accumulate at top middle and then he'd have to go, but the CT player, HS, nearly getting in a good position. Sponge Bob will still do well to take down Kiev. I'm sticking with that, Henry. I don't like funny jokes, so I stick with the bad ones as Legia takes down Sunny. And it is going to be a bomb plant for Legia. However, look at the HP. 16 and 6 for he and Nex, respectively. 1 kit in play as well for Zen. I'd be all over this retake. And that certainly will confirm they should beat. This will make it very difficult for Nex.
Yeah, low HP. 2 players to find as well. Zen's got the kit. This should almost certainly be around for Penta. You can see that smoke that Legia threw down. Could help out Nex somewhat. It's going to be dissipating at this stage. He's just going to hope he can take one of them down, cause some chaos, and sit behind the quad here.
This is good. This is very good. Problem is he's got to have to peek it. Oh, he's... Yeah, okay. But spotted. I was going to say Zen, I think, would have spotted his gun barrel after he took a step out.
Yeah. Oh, quite close there. Nice idea, though, from Nex. Oh, he's done it!
What? No way! I thought for sure he had it. That is so good.
What? I was talking over. I thought it was done. It was like, okay, obviously you're going to get that defuse. There's the guy with the kit as well. They did it. So Nex, he stands behind the quad pillar. He allows him to touch a bomb first. Very unlikely he'll go for a full defuse there. You're trying to just tap it first and both look towards like quad or apartments and take him down. But Nex doesn't take the bait, buys as much time as he possibly can. And that's a gutting defeat in round number 3 for Penta after having that 2v1 at low HP as well. Somehow he comes out on top. 12-7. Forced by from the CT side here. I think they saved an M4, so they brought some UMPs up around it. Crystal pushes down towards the bottom of the middle. Very defensive setup here from Big, though. Crystal just hoping he can get something going here. That smoke's going to go down momentarily. And you can see Tabson locking him in. Keyboards and T-steps as well. So, Crystal, what's his play here with the P250?
Meanwhile, Crystal with all the way down mid. Bless you, Henry. You've done well not to let those ones out and unleash the demon inside of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't stifle a sneeze. You'll break a blood vessel.
Have a nosebleed.
Potentially, yep. That's definitely a possibility. This is so good. Take me to your leader. He's gotten in behind all of them, and he knows they're going to be back over toward Banana. Now watch this. He let Legia go. Legia goes underpass. He walks out, goes Banana, turns to his left. Legia pops up and kills him. All right, fair enough.
Timing. He should still find a kill.
Yep. Yep, there's one down, and panic. They all turn. Would have been interesting to see how close he could have gotten and gotten a gun picked up immediately. So they go into the site. They know now they have to go forward. They cannot go back while they could. But it would ensue a fight with little time. As Innocent manages Tabson, it's Nex and he that found the kills first. However, HS pushed back. Nex on 3 HP. Gob beat on only 38, and Crystal's still in this. He's got an AK now. But as soon as I say it, that all changes.
quite exciting there. Pushing down towards second middle, getting in T-steps as well. Gets one kid in the back, funnels them in towards B where they had the stack as well. Certainly had legs to it, but not meant to be. So still, that was just a partial buy for Penta. It's 13-7 though for Big on Penta's map pick as well. A lot of work here to do now. Just remind you, this is a best of 3. Whoever comes out on top will be making their way to Pro League next season. Great for either of these organizations. Obviously, Penta in the Pro League last season, relegated after coming last place. Looking to get back in there. Big, a new org. And it'd be amazing for the brand overall to say we're in the Pro League. We're up there with some of the world's best.
Huge.
Yeah.
Adidas, throw me some shoes. Visa, I'll take an unlimited card. And Audi, give me a car. We're in the Pro League. That's how it works, right?
I think so, yeah.
Nice. Out of all those things, what would you want?
Out of some shoes or a card was the other one?
Mm-hmm.
I guess.
Or a car.
I guess it depends on the card's value.
I said unlimited. If you had been listening to me, you would have known the immediate answer.
Well, there you go. I'll go
yeah,
with that.
Absolutely. Take the card. Take the card, max it out for the unlimited value, and you would have done well.
Yeah. Well, Big looking to do well here. At the moment, it's 4-0 on the second half. Crystal's got the AWP out, though. This should be a round where they have a bit more to work with. Money's starting to stabilize for them as loss bonus accumulates. 40 seconds remaining. This was the problem. These full executions, Matt, they're allowing them to do it once again. They've got full banana control. No one's flashing over. No one's challenging, really. Zen is thinking about it. On the other side of the smoke, I think he has to at this point. He can't allow them to come in. Here's the pins being pulled in the grenades. Next goes down. This is one of the classic fakes, though. And it's not going to amount to too much. You can see that the CTs are still towards the A side of the map.
Tapson, slow but sure as he wants to cover off both sides. Spots on the shoulder bait. Crystal takes the shot out of him and turns immediately. And Innocent as well on the third. All 3 down. It's Zen left with all the work to do. What an incredible shot.
How many rounds does Tapson bail out Big? Oh my God, that was kind of sick from him as well. Really calm every time, tapping away, finding headshots, even those bullets flying in. Zen's on 1 for 12. Is that accurate? Crystal 1 for 14. That can't be right.
No, that really
could be.
No, that must be some of the reconnecting issues.
Yeah, you might be right.
Because that kill total would almost indicate that it's like a game they can't win, and they've won 7 rounds.
Yeah, you're right.
Wait, who did you say was one? Zen? Yeah, no, Zen was top fragging in the first half.
There you go.
He had 11 when Tapson had 12. Okay. So, yeah, no, that's obviously a reset.
You're right. Yeah, I do remember that. Well, there we go. Anyway, this is the replay of the Tapson. Oh, my God, that last shot as well. Brutal. 14-7, maximum stage loss bonus over the CTs in a round. It looked like Big had been sussed out. They threw Nexon once again like we were kind of building up in previous rounds. When they do the fake, they throw him in. He never seems to find a frag, but they always win the round. So I guess that's fine. It's going to be round number 6 here, trying to deny map point, I should say, for Big. UMPs, M4s, probably have to work a bit harder for these kills. The Gear knows it, though. He gets dinged in the process, but takes down one of the key players for Penta. That's Sunny. 5 on 4. HS trying to pick up the pieces there. I think he's just trying to salvage the AK, or the M4, I should say. He will do that. That's Crystal now gets found out. This game looks like it's going in one direction for the HS. Tapson, you feel like he is almost good enough to play in maybe a world-class team, Matt. It's
yeah, the thing is, he's had opportunity before and didn't really seize it. A long time ago, to be fair.
Yeah, but that's...
If I'm honest.
He looks just head and shoulders every time we cast him.
Yeah, he's looking phenomenal. There's no question. I won't rob you of that statement.
Well, 5 on 1. It's up to Zen. And the round will be over. It's up to him whether he can find any money, but apparently not. Next finds him. 5-man round there for Big. 15-7. Map point. They have to buy into this Penta. This should be the end of it, though. It's not going to be the best of buys. Yes, maximum loss bonus. That's not really enough to work with on the CT side. It's going to be a mixture of UMPs. 5-7 for Crystal. Any M4s there? I don't think so. I think there's another UMP on the floor there for Sunny. So this should be over. But you never know. These games like to drag on sometimes. Good flashback. Keep it like that. Have to fall back.
Did do like to drag on. And you've got UMPs. So you've got a full buy.
Yep. Exactly.
HS and Innocence Legia does get the shot back in return. It's got to be down to 14 HP.
They're going to do it. 4 and 3. Won't be too little, too late though. I'm afraid Gopi will be taken down. Good timing from Innocent there. That drops the bomb as well. It's Legia and Kiev now in a 2 versus 4 situation. They might as well go for it. I think they've got tons of money. So every kill they get going forward, it's just going to keep limiting Penta, and it'll mean they can close out the game a little sooner perhaps as well. Kiev, not known for his rifling skills. He's taken away Innocent, and that's going to be around pretty much concluded. Legia might find one more frag, not meant to be though. Sunny finds him, and Penta find a lifeline here. It's going to take 7 rounds in a row from this point. They managed to upgrade to AK-47s as well, but like we said, big with so much money, they can start just maybe just rushing places and changing the pace up and just trying to end it with a tactic they wouldn't be expecting. But like we said, Penta's still very capable on the CT side of Inferno. Needs to probably start winning like maybe 2 more rounds in a row, break the economy, then we've got a game on our hands. Overtime, certainly possible still.
Don't say it, Henry. Don't say it. Say it ain't so. By Weezer.
Yep.
I'll slow things down a little bit on the big side this time around.
This is what we wanted to see. Aggressive flashbangs and trying to find picks. They don't find one necessarily, but they spotted tabseN in the underpass position. tabseN fires off a shot towards the top of middle. Quiet for now, but you can see them setting up a B once again. Oh, Innocent, does he push through that? Doesn't look like it. Flashbang comes in, he actually gets the stand back here. Made a footstep.
Doesn't matter. Slow peek from Kiev. They need to trade this. Chicken running should indicate to Legia that it was touched or disturbed by HS. Not acting upon it, though. They've slowed it again. tabseN. They've cleared it back. The bags. It's Legia to go down, though. HS with the kill, having struck back inside of apartments when he was not suspecting it. Zen inside of the site. tabseN to clear it. Runs in cleanly as well. And Gopi getting Sunny. This could be the end of it. Gopi's got HS. It's onto Crystal. And inside CT spawn, he'll at least get 1 kill back. Has to go for it. Has a kit, but bomb is planted, and tabseN and Nex are still alive. tabseN's going to make his way in toward the chapel. Overpowered position, if any.
Yeah.
And Nex sits with the AWP.
I can hear it coming. He doesn't really have too much time to work with here. Can't check every angle. There it is. Big will pick up the first map. Penta's pick as well, just to note. And Big, they look so good on the T side once again. I think, like we said, Penta looked a little bit too cagey after losing the pistol as well. They couldn't really get the money after the force buy in the second. They didn't really have enough to work with to start bringing those aggressive plays out and try to shut down the tactics there that Big were presenting. A few fakes chucked in there. And the pistol especially, that was the most impressive part of it for me on the T side.
Yep. No, always good to see some innovative, as you guys say.
Yep.
Styles, and as you mentioned, sometimes that comes strictly from the fact that they have more time to practice, and people that have lots of time to practice and yet seem to never improve. It's Jason in the desk.
Oh, it's gonna be like that, huh, Matt? All right, well, now we know.
tabseN makes the players he's playing against look, how did you put it, Lauren? How did you put it? Silly, I think is what you said.
That was it, yeah.
Yeah.
No, that was
it's like that situation where he ran into the A bomb site, entry on the guy on the first box on the hard left. I don't know what you want to call that. We'll call that the goblin box, shall we?
Yeah, I like that.
And then just spins around and finds 2 more frags on players who are looking at him. You know, they should have the advantage. There's 2 of them there. They should be able to make that frag. It's just like, what's going on? Even then in the last round when they just ran into the bomb site and he's isolating angles and just finding jewels and winning them, even though I know there's a movement advantage, especially with online Counter-Strike, but he was doing this kind of stuff at LAN as well. So he's a bit of a monster. He's the headline.
And the last 4 games of Inferno as well, not even including this one, so the 4 games prior to this, he's dropped nothing less than a 20 bomb and then peaked out at like over 30. he's actually doing really well specifically on this map as of late, and even outside of that, of course, he is excelling, but this has been a bit of a stronghold for him, so he really came alive in this one.
Yeah, and even outside of that, I mean, you got to think some of the rounds we watched, Big win kind of seemingly out of nowhere, like the next round where he just hides behind the pillar and they just don't have they just barely miss it by a half second. Some really tough rounds to swallow at the end of that if you're Penta for sure. Good show from Big though. We were a little bit curious to see how that aggression from Penta was going to pan out against their more execute style, and that's a solid win to bring forward into the series. Obviously, just one map away from qualifying now for ESL Pro League. It's been a long road back for guys like Legia, like Godby.
We kind of touched on the majority of this match when we were filling just before, so I think the final thoughts is just they allowed them to do those executes like they touched on during the cast, and it's hard to deal with when they, when you do an execute like that, it's dry run to the point that if everything goes to plan and they allow it to go to plan, then you know which angles you have to check. And if they're in the other angles, they're probably in a Molotov, they're either completely flashed or, I don't know, they're dead. So when you allow teams to do that, you're going to have a rough time. You need to kind of make their life difficult as the execute's coming in. Okay, maybe now we'll flash push once they've released all their utility and try and kill as many players as we can while giving the information to rotate to our teammates. So that's the kind of stuff you have to look to be doing. And should we touch on this map anymore, or are we done with it?
Well, do we have time to go into Cobble after the break, or are we actually going straight into
We're going to go straight to them, so you can choose. If you have a final comment on Inferno, or if you want to go straight into Cobble, listen.
Screw Inferno. This could be a 2-0 now.
Let's be done with that.
I think Inferno was always meant to be Pentas on paper, in theory, if you looked at it coming into this. Great map record. Proven they can play against decent teams as well. The fact that went Big's way, I think, has just kind of skewed the match a little bit. I don't particularly rate Cobble for a Penta map as such. I don't think it's necessarily a bad one. I think they can still apply what they're good at. But they're also missing the win conditions that got them through some of their matchups. The fact that, we didn't see that disgustingly high performance from Sunny yet, or any of these players, really, really shining. I think Cobble, T-side will sit very, very favorably for Big coming into this one. CT side could be exploited, maybe something that Penta knows a little bit more about than other teams yet. So again, maybe it'll be closer than before, but I think just purely off of what we've seen so far, especially in the previous matchups, Cobble should sit very well with Big.
I just brought up the stats again.
I figured you'd have a point.
So this is one of the maps that I said was statistically strongest for Penta. But it's kind of weird because all of Penta's maps seem strong. I guess I must just be the level of opponents, right? So they did beat ODLC on this map, which is the ODLC we had in the Pro League. So that's not a terrible result there, but it's close. They beat Trick to middle of the pack as a Danish team, maybe in that 5th or 6th kind of position for a Danish squad. Their results here, they're all relatively close or losses, right? Well, their loss was to Heroic, which is a team we know is quite good.
Respectable, This is fine.
So I think what we saw last night from Big on Cobble, was it last night they played it? All my days are merging into one.
Well, it was against Virtus Pro.
Yeah, okay. So I think some of the stuff that we saw from them... Thanks, Jason. At least you were paying attention.
Believe. Thank you.
I can't even remember my point, so it doesn't really matter.
Good stuff.
Well, I mean, the timing of that is uncanny because we just heard that we're ready to head off to a break. So we're going to take a short little time out there while Chad collects his thoughts. When we return, it's going to go straight to the caster, straight to Matt and Henry. They're going to bring you the second map in the series. If Big wins, they're in ESL Pro League.